everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny from So Busy Drawing. I hope everybody's keeping well. Before I start showing what I've got here for you, just a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed, who's commented, who's liked and shared. I do go through all comments, and at the moment I obviously am able to respond to them. And it might take a little while, obviously, because obviously I'm a mum, so you have other commitments. So I do try and, keep up to date with them all. So, but just in case it just, it might be a little while or anything, it's just because I'm obviously, I've got other commitments and things. So, but thank you so much for taking the time to comment, to sit and watch the video. I'm just here in my little art room, just showing what I'm doing and hopefully inspiring you to have a go. And just show my ideas, and hopefully, it, like I say, it inspires you to have a go and to just have a go and just enjoy the whole process. And even if it doesn't turn out the way expected, just keep trying. I think it's also good as well that for me, that I'm able to share my work, but then also it's good to get comments or other ideas about it. And I may have an idea of how I'm going to present it or share it, and then somebody else might say, actually, have you thought about this? And that's why I did my other video with my small stitch pieces, because I'd made so many, and I wasn't sure what I was going to do, but I've had some great ideas, so I really do appreciate it. And I think there's lots of ideas then that even when I've made one piece, I can go on to make something else. So yeah, so it's just great. So thank you ever so much. I do really appreciate it. So today what I thought I'd do is share with you about some of the pieces that I've had on display, and how to display your work. I mean, this is the way I've done it. I mean, this is just, you can display your work in lots of different ways. But these slow stitch pieces, I thought I'd share with you what I've done, and then what I've made, what I've created with them. So first of all, what I'll just move them all around. Hopefully you can see me all in shot. I have sort of set up my camera so it's a bit more, you can see more of what I'm doing. Yeah, okay, so let me do that then, and then I'll share what I've got. So let me just move these. Right, so these pieces here, they're on canvas, frame canvases, which I picked up. And these pieces were made, gosh, about a year or so ago. So yeah, so these are some of the pieces I've got that I've made and that I've put on these like little canvas frames, which I picked up from the recycling centre, I think they are pretty cheap anyway. So basically it's just a white canvas frame. This is 6x4. So on here, as I work with the angels, this is Archangel Raphael, and it's the green for the healing. It's got a little pair of angel wings on, loads of stitching, little bits of fabrics again. You'll find that a lot of my work that I tend to use like little tiny pieces up, added embellishments, different stitches. And then here I added this little word here, angel. The background is deco patch paper, which I've had, the paper I've had for years. I was doing some deco patch. What did I do? I did a little table. I went a bit mad for deco patch anyway, so I've still got loads of the paper, so I thought that'd be quite nice just to cover the back of the canvas. I mean, you can paint it if you want to. Yeah, just do whatever you want to to decorate. If you want to do that, you could leave it white if you wanted to, but I wanted to put the colour on, and a bit of gold leaf as well, so I've put that on there. So that's that one. Here's another one. This is 6x4. This is a love heart that I made. I'll take that out there so you can see. So again, using all the little bits of scrap materials, stitching, bit of embellishments. Again, the words there, love thyself, because it's really important to love yourself. You have to love yourself before you can, support and help others. That's my sort of thinking anyway. So yeah, it's just like, you know, taking care of you, and you're just as special as everybody else. So this is what this piece of work is about. Again, little bits of fabrics. I made that little bead, and then I decided to pop a feather in, which just sits in there nicely. So just for a bit more decoration and things. So yeah, and again, that's deco patch paper, little, you know, framed piece, framed canvas, which I picked up. And then yeah, so it's just a bit of burlap as well in the background. So that's that one. This is a sew stitch piece again. On here again, more words, be kind. I like using words in my work as well, when I can. I picked up these little beads. Gosh, where did I get them from? I think maybe from a charity shop, little bag and bits beads. So yeah, so I did this one. So again, it's all the little piece of fabrics. Again, at the back, that's deco patch paper. Again, like I say, you could paint it, you could do whatever you want on the background. I'm not really fussed about it all being neat. Just, you know, that's how I work. I like rough edges, I like things just not, you know, just hanging off and things like that. It's secure, but you know, yeah, so that's that one there. So lots of different stitches again, and then, you know, the added embellishments and little clusters as well, what I make there. So that's that one. Again, that's 6x4. And then this is a slightly smaller one. Oh, sorry, I just started as well. And I made them beads. Whoops, apologies. I love tassels. I love things that hang, like tassels and ribbons and things like that. So yeah, so I added that on there as well. So that's that one there. And then this one is another little one. So it's like 4x4. I think I probably picked that up from the charity shop or something again. Again, deco patch paper, a bit of gold leaf, slow stitch heart, a bit of burlap, and then on this one for the edging, I've added a bit of wool. I think just some, I don't know what type of wool it is, but it's really nice, really lovely that is on there. So put that on there, and then again, then I've added the beads as well, and that just hangs nicely on the wall like that. So that's them pieces. So look at those. I've got a blue one actually. I'm doing them. I have got a blue one somewhere actually, which I've started, but I don't know where I've put that. It's got that's the blue one I was going to do, Archangel Michael. Yeah. So this is just an idea of how I've framed or displayed some of my little slow stitch pieces. Yeah. So just be, you know, you can frame them however you want. It's because I had these pieces, I've had these little pieces for ages, so I thought it was a lovely way to use them up. Again, using up what I've got, which is the papers and things like that. I mean, what you could even do is paint or draw on some paper a pattern, and you could stick that on the background as well if you wanted to. And your slow stitch piece doesn't have to fill the whole piece. I mean, it could just be like a little smaller piece in the middle, which would be quite nice. So yeah, so that's those ones then. Oh, let me just show you these as well. Now these have been on my windowsill for quite some time, so hence it might be a bit dusty, which they are. Give me a little wipe. So this piece here actually was a print that I made ages ago, and then I've stitched onto the paper, and then a bit of stitching again onto the paper. It's a jelly print. I did a little jelly printing class, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And then yeah, I just framed it in a box frame. So that's that one in there, which is really lovely. So that's another way. That's another piece framed. And then what I did, let me just go onto these pieces. Let me just move these out of the way. I'll put those up there. Actually, we'll have to move them because the next piece have got quite large. Right, so that's those little pieces. Then what I did, I absolutely love Khadi paper, which is thick paper, and it's like watercolour paper, absolutely gorgeous. And then I stitched all these onto the Khadi paper. It was framed, but I think the frame got damaged, so I'm able to sort of, it's just resting on here for now. So this is all little bits of fabrics that I've cut out or I've made into like little flowers. Again, loads of different stitches, lots of embellishments. What else is there? French knots, etc. Lazy daisy. Yeah, loads of stitches and loads of colour. I mean, to be honest, I did find this quite challenging because this paper is super thick, but it's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it's lovely on the back as well. Really nice. So that's another piece. So like I say, that one was framed. I think it went that way. That went like that. So that's one there. Then my daughter brought me this one back yesterday, and this is my Frida Kahlo inspired piece. Now, I'm not the most brilliant drawer, but I had a go at making this purely because I absolutely loved the flower design on the previous piece that I showed you on this. So from that idea came this. And I know with Frida Kahlo, she had beautiful headdresses, and I really loved the idea of creating an inspired piece and then using that technique of the stitched flowers for her headdress. Now this is in a box frame. Again, on here I've used some deco patch paper, and then just some bits that I've had lying around, and then that bit of trim in there I stitched the beads on. And yeah, so that's that piece. Just trying to think how big I don't know how big the circles are actually. About 12 inches I think the paper is. So that's on Khadi paper. So again, another way of using or the slow stitching, and then another way of displaying it and incorporating it into the piece of work of you know, the Frida Kahlo piece. So yeah, so that's what I did with that piece. So I'll leave that for a minute for you just to have a look at. I'll try and lift it up actually. If I show you this one first, and then just so you can have a better, hopefully you can see that clearly, but do it slowly, just see some of the stitching that's gone in there. But great fun to make. I mean, like I say, it was a bit of a challenge because it's really thick, so it was like quite hands did get a little bit sore, but anyway, I absolutely loved it. So there we go, that's that one. And then so I'll try and pick this up a bit. It is glass, so and this is a box frame I think I picked up from a shop in town, so hopefully you can see that as well. So yeah, there you go. So again, using all those bits of fabrics have been cut out, and then I made some little flowers that I felt, I think, on that. Cut material out to make flower shapes. Turn it out, sorry, getting a bit of reflection on there. But yeah, so whoops. So hopefully you can see that okay. So that's that one there. Yeah, so she's been at my daughter absolutely loves Frida Kahlo. So this piece was, and I love her as well, and I just thought her colours were just so beautiful. So this one was inspired. Again, the headdress, and then, you know, using the stitching to create a headdress with the flowers, etc. So that's just a couple of ways. Yeah, so they're in the box frames, and then on the canvas, and then you could obviously just I haven't got any of the hanging pieces to show you actually, just this is what I thought I'd show you today. But oh, I know, I've got some other piece, haven't I? I've got, yeah, might do that another time actually. But yeah, so today's video is just sharing with you just some ways of displaying your work, and just like showing you some more of what I've made and created. So my Frida Kahlo, which is framed, my flower display, which I think goes that way, and then my 4 little frame pieces. one there. So just to say what I did with this again, so deco batch paper on the back. I'd stitched the heart prior and stuck the bow up on, stitched up my heart, and then stuck my heart on. So I will stick down with glue, and then I stitched in the beads. You can see that on the bottom. I hope you can see that. So I did that there. Plus that one. Then the love heart, love thyself. There's that one there. This one, be kind, be kind. Kind to yourself, kind to one another, kind to the planet. There's that one there. Stitched on the beads, made them. And then my little angel wings as well. Archangel Raphael, intention for this one. That's that one there, that's it. Yeah, so that was just yeah, so that's just a few pieces to show you what I've had. Like I say, a lot of my work I've been making for ages, and not and just it's either left to the side, well, not left to the side, but you know, it's sort of stored, and then I've started hanging pieces up. But I thought it'd be really nice to share these with you and give you some ideas. So there we go. So thank you ever so much for watching. If you've got any comments or questions, please leave them in the box below. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Okay, take care now. Bye-bye.